Hey everybody, and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. It is late spring, and we are cutting our grass. First time here in year 3. Now, the grass doesn't look like it's all that tall, but it assures me that it's at 2/3 growth. So we'll just go with it. I was kind of hoping that it would go to full growth because it was at two-thirds growth yesterday, actually. In mid-spring. So yeah, so I was hoping that it would jump up to full growth or late spring. Didn't quite happen that way, but you see our canola starting to dry out, starting to get ready. She should be ready to harvest tomorrow, first day of spring, or first day of summer, so that'll be exciting if we can actually harvest tomorrow, because the weather forecast has it raining tomorrow. It has it raining all summer, actually. So yeah, we might be in a little bit of a hot pickle, so to speak. Let's check our weather. So you can see tomorrow is Sunday. We have rain in the morning, rain in the evening. Sunday, it may not dry up at all. I don't know. We'll have to get up first thing in the morning and see if maybe we can sneak a harvest in before the rain starts. Maybe we'll get some of it harvested before the rain starts and some of it harvested in mid-afternoon. If we magically get dry crop tomorrow, I mean, summertime, hopefully let's check. We got wind tomorrow. We got drying conditions tomorrow. So maybe, just maybe, we'll luck out and we'll be able to get some harvested in the morning and be able to finish up in the afternoon, whatever we don't get done. But yeah, not the best forecast for our harvest season. As I said yesterday in Wednesday's video, I completely forgot what series this is. As I said in Wednesday's video, I plan on baling this as grass. I'm going to disable the wrapper on the fast baler, and then we're going to sausage wrap this in the Anderson bale wrappers. Make a nice tube, probably line it up here along the fence row here at the road, and we'll let it ferment there, and we'll sell those silage bales this winter, and then do hopefully a second silage cut in late summer or early autumn, depending on how things all work out. I mean, I'd love to double crop our fields yet again this year, if it would work out that way. We've got ourselves $125,000 in the bank. Now, we still need to lease some things. We need to lease a telehandler. And I'm looking at this JCB 552567 because, well, it's the cheapest of all the telehandlers, quite frankly. And it's going to cost me $2,283 to lease. And then probably a little bit of money to lease the bale forks for that. And then we can use that to run up and down the fields, pick up the bales, and put them into the wrapper. So we also need to get a wrapper, and we're going to use, from the Anderson DLC, the IFX 720X tractor. It will wrap round bales, continuously wrap round bales. So we're going to get that. That's going to be $1,500 to do that task. So we're leasing, a little under $4,000 worth of equipment, and we'll make $40,000 hopefully in silage bales. So yeah, not a big loss there. We don't need to buy that stuff because I'm not going to use it probably that too terrible much. But one thing that I did talk about is ultimately the goal of wanting to sell this field after harvest. It's 191,760. And I'm thinking about picking up field 7, which is $231,000. Field 8 is 295. We could afford field 8 because we've got $100,000 now, and we get 191. We can afford field 8. I like field 8, man. It's got that pond down there. I mean, there's a few sections on this map that you can really tell. Those are where the map author spent the most of his time. Those were the keys. Those were things that he really, really wanted to get right. And this area over here is exactly one of those. He wanted to get this area right, and it really does show. So, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. You know, we could sell this. Oh my gosh, $700,000 and pick up like field 7 and 31 and 12. You know, but I kind of like having this area as an option. I know some people have plowed this up and made it into arable fields. I know it's perfect to maybe make into some animal areas, level it off a little bit where you need to, and put some animal pens down. But I don't know. I just kind of like the area. I like the grass out here. I like to think that maybe 2 or 3 generations ago on the farm, we did have animals, and they were over here, and we don't have them anymore, but we still have the land, and we still kind of tend to the grass as opposed to just letting it go to the wayside. And I just can't bear with the thought of getting rid of it. I'm emotionally attached to this plot of virtual land. So that's the plan for the day. Today's going to be, we're going to finish mowing this field. We're going to mow that section over there by the horse barn. I call that the horse barn. I remember doing my first impressions video on this map and thinking to myself, man, that barn would be awesome if it was a horse barn, with an actual, you know, we can actually have horses in it. But yeah, let's pretend that we used to have horses. And that used to be the horse barn. This used to be a pasture we let the horses out in. They could run around in and get exercise, and yeah, that would be awesome. So we're going to mow that, and then we're going to mow the little section across the road there, and then we're going to come back and we'll windrow it. We'll come back again, get it baled up. We'll come back again and do the wrapping. That is the plan for the day. So without further ado, this video is brought to you by GoldenEye 48. Thank you for being a farm baron. So I was mowing here, and something I wanted to talk about earlier, but I forgot. Seems like I do that a lot recently. Is this mower, this rear mower? It's a Massey Ferguson. It's a modded mower from the Giants Mod Hub. It has excellent ground following capabilities. I mean, these back mowers, they follow the ground so well. They have really good travel on them, and there's a section up here that's going to really accentuate that point. So I want to bring you all back and just show you this. It really works great. They're kind of in a float position. You can see them kind of floating on the ground now, going up and down as we get bumps. But then we've got an extreme case over here where we have, you know, kind of a pretty good little incline on the one side here. But watch how well this conforms to the terrain on both sides. Even when, I mean, look how far below the tractor this angle is, and everything. Really was impressed with that. I mean, we had the mowers from the platinum pack, platinum add-on. These the Pottingers. This Pottinger Nova disc was really big with respect to following the ground and everything. But yeah, this Massey Ferguson DM 8314. I can't really say, can't say enough good things about that. I mean, look, it did all but one little patch there with following the ground. So yeah, we just wanted to extenuate that and just look at that. It just squats down. It just follows the ground really well. Follows the contour really well. So if you're looking for a really good butterfly mower that will work on, you know, rough field, rough terrain, that mod right there, that's your ticket. So I've got a little bit of a race against the clock here. 1:27 p.m. It is showing rain is upcoming in the forecast. If we look at our weather report, it should be raining right now. Yeah, this is not a position you want to be in. Grass on the ground, rain coming, and we still have an entire field to windrow before we can even get to the point of baling it. I might have to punt on my idea of going the sausage wrap, because I've got to bale the entire fields. I've got to bale all this grass. Then I've got to collect all the bales and bring them down here to the edge of the field, and then I can wrap them. And that's a lot of time. And I feel like I'm under the gun right now. And if I wait, you know, do anything longer, I mean, heck, I looked to see if I had the windrower enabled that would let you pull a baler behind it. I looked. I was like, do I have that enabled? Because if I do, I want to use that and bale at the same time to basically shorten the time that I'm in the field. So I might just completely punt on the idea of doing the sausage wrap today because of the time limitation. Yeah, I don't want to rain on my grass. I don't have that big of windrows already, then let alone lose some to rain. Let's see what I end up doing. And guess what happened? Well, about half hour ago, it started raining. Yeah, it's raining a bit heavier now than it was earlier. We did just get everything rigged. So, yeah, we punted. We are wrapping. We are wrapping our bales as we bale them. No giant bale sausage today. Sorry. Maybe another day. But the weather was not in our favor. Now the question is, how much grass are we going to lose on the ground? Because, well, this process is going to take some time. We had a half hour of basically raking in the rain. I didn't see the windrows degrade at all at that point. And then we had well, now we've got probably a good hour of baling in front of me. So, yeah, lots of opportunity for those windrows to shrink. So we'll have to see how many bales we get, but it's wet. It's going to be wet in summer. Gonna have to make do with what we can do. If we can ink some silage bales out through this process, well then, that's more than we would have had. Obviously, if we didn't do the cutting. Just wait until we get to a point where I can bring up the weather forecast again to show you all what the weather looks like. But since we are running with some smaller windrows to begin with, we're running at about 9 miles per hour baling. We'll know when the windrows get smaller from the rain, when our overall sustained, baling speed picks up. We'll lock in. I'm still using the GPS I did with the windrower. So, yeah, look, tomorrow we got rain 9 a.m., rain at noon, rain tomorrow night. So, like I said, we might be able to get in here in the morning, get some canola harvested in the morning before the rain starts. Might be able to get in here mid to late afternoon. Assuming the rain doesn't start, at 6 o'clock or something, maybe we can get in here and do some harvest tomorrow evening. But it's going to be rough, it looks. Looks like to get our canola in and possibly be able to double crop. We might be single cropping this year. Not good, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and time lapse the rest of this baling, and you can see. Did we luck out, or did we majorly lose out with respect to our grass yields? And that is just going to about do us for today's video. We are nearly done baling. I have not quite yet looked to see where we are on our bale count. It is nearly 3 p.m. We started this 3 hours ago. In real time, by the way. So, 3 hours of real time to get this grass mowed up, raked up, and baled up. All compressed down to a lovely, easy to digest video for you. Let's see here where we are with respect to our bale count here in a moment. This here is just as good as any other. We have made 126 bales in this session. So we're sitting at 126. We'll just have to count, see how many bales we get out after that. My guess is we're going to have 127 and a part left. It did start raining. I don't think we've lost too much windrow yet, which is a good thing. But man, look at that view. Look at that view across this hillside. Really lovely map. Enjoy my time here on Griffin, Indiana for sure. So tune in next week, everybody. Figure out what the heck is going to happen with respect to summertime. Like I said, we got rain early, mid, and late summer in the forecast. We need to try to figure out how we're going to get our canola off the field so that we can see if there's any chance at all of double cropping in year number 3. So until next time, happy farming.